last DnD. We are still doing Mogadishu. We are in the middle of trying to stop a giant from charging a set of gates into a whole bunch of people who are milling into the conclave little sanctuary there.
Oh,
we are on
Nephis gave
turn.
me another 70 GP. Hell yeah. I love that.
Yeah, thanks, Nephis. Look at that remote banking. We're on turn 3, which means there's another 12 seconds, aka 2 turns, before all of the men are in and the gates can be shut. And this giant seems to be really certain that he wants to get in there.
Yeah.
So we're starting at the top of the turn order, which makes it actually Vinshenzo's turn right off the bat.
Oh.
Yeah. Does everybody need a second or two to get their eyeballs straight and get their muscles worked out before we jump into a combat?
Ready.
Or
I am friggin' ready.
Okay. Is Vari ready? Because she goes after your turn, and I just want to make sure that we're all prepped before we get blindsided.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Actually,
Okay.
I
Go,
need to
Vinshenzo.
look up one thing.
Oh. Okay, take your time.
1 second. Oh. Damn, it is not a ritual. Okay. I thought it was. This is costing me so many spell slots, dude.
Join the club.
This was your idea. What do you mean, join the club?
He didn't realize exactly how exhausting it would be.
I've been voluntold. Okay, I guess. How's he looking health-wise? Or she?
Oh, right, this is the one with tits. She is looking pretty desperate. She's pretty enraged, and she's trying to get past. I can't remember all of the things that have impacted her, but she's got a number of wounds. She's got 2 pretty grievous wounds that are slowing her down.
You know what?
Not literally, but
I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to use one of my Drow's innate spellcasting abilities, which is a spell. I'm going to cast. Where is it here?
What, darkness?
I'm going to cast darkness, and I'm going to center the point on her forehead. Oh, that's the point of darkness. So, magical darkness spreads from a point I choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration, which is up to 10 minutes, assuming concentration. Darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through the darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
deadly, so she's in complete darkness.
Yes. And
Understood.
where's the... Oh, here's the gate. Okay.
The gate.
I'm going to fly behind
Like an eagle.
And I guess I will use my free object interact to draw a crossbow. One of my hand crossbows. And I end my turn.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That makes it magical, marvelous Vari's turn. Oh no, she's not magical, marvelous. You're Kung Fu Panda Super
I'm
Dragon.
magic. I was magic.
Wow, Vari's a Kung Fu
You're
Super.
supposed to kill it, so I don't have to do math.
Start slashing away, I guess.
Definitely close enough to get to.
Oh yeah.
do enough damage that it'll kill it.
I don't think it has any negative effects on it right now.
It can't see. It's blind.
Oh,
I can't pick that one up, so is that an advantage or no? Or I guess I could have just
If you go into
teleported
the
to
darkness, do you have like true sight or anything that allows you to see through the magical
He's
darkness?
not in the darkness. I don't
She's
think.
not in the darkness.
wait, where's the darkness?
I thought the
I'm
darkness
just
was
gonna-
centered around the giant.
The giant's forehead, and last I checked, the giant was 15 feet tall.
Oh, it's 10 feet. That's right. So you can stab its friggin' toes and you'll be fine.
So does she have advantage or no? I don't
think so.
Oh, the
'Cause I
giant
didn't-
can't see her, so yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's an
Okay.
unseen attacker.
The giant
Yeah.
has no way to see to tell if you're gonna attack or not. So
So you have
you're
advantage.
effectively defenseless.
Alright, let me move these where I can roll.
hell yeah, do it.
First attack. Eh. Natural 20.
Oh, nat 20. Ka-ching.
Guessing that hits.
Yeah.
That definitely hits the nat 20. And you're gonna double your dice damage and then add your bonus after.
Okay. Alright.
Did you want to roll your second attack first, or do you?
Yeah, let me.
Okay.
Let me do that.
Almost another nat 20, but not quite.
19 plus
Still a hit.
whatever.
28? Something like that? A lot.
So roll one, then the other, because the first one's going to be your crit.
Okay, so I double that one.
Yeah, double the dice on that. Double the dice score on that one.
What?
It
Froze
froze for a second,
midair.
yeah.
Okay.
Hell yes!
It's six, that's a 20.
20
plus
damage
hit?
right there just from that.
Yeah.
And then roll again for your second attack.
Oh my god, it's so laggy.
Gonna do all of this and she's gonna get like
Wow.
12 damage.
That's 30 damage. 30 damage total.
Total.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby!
Is it
That's
still alive?
fucking good. Yeah, sadly it is still alive.
Oh
but
my god.
you're I can't give you the numbers, but it's a really good thing what you just did there, and you're gonna make life super easy for the next person to hit.
Or I could.
Or you
Or I could
could
steal the
blast a
thunder.
key point or do whatever, and yeah. Given the damage that you roll regularly, there's a good chance that you could just finish it off this turn.
I'm gonna use a key point. But
2 more attacks, maybe.
yeah. 2 unarmed strikes. Okay, so I'm gonna just roll these both attacks at once here.
Nat
Another
20.
crit.
One's a nat 20, the other probably still hits.
Well, keep in mind you're still attacking at advantage. That's
Oh,
one
Yeah.
attack.
oh, okay, that's the first attack then.
Yep.
Let's do the second.
That'll hit.
That's the same as with the other dice. But...
Okay.
So
Yeah, roll.
both hits with another natural.
Yeah, first one's a crit, and then second one's normal.
Whee.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
She came with weighted
another
dice.
20.
That's another
Good
20
lord.
damage.
That's all of your luck in one set of rolls. You're gonna be
Double
rolling
big
ones the rest of the
naturals.
session.
Right? And
Another
Into
It's a
contact
28.
with the
28
stupid
total
Rakdos.
damage.
Yeah.
28. All right, Vari, how do you kill this stupid giant?
I'm gonna climb up it and slash its throat.
Oh, all the way into the darkness.
I mean, she's a shadow thing. Darkness doesn't bother her.
She isn't scared. Okay.
Shadow thing.
You slash its throat and you ride it down, and given the fact, would the darkness like be attached to its face, or would it just stay in the air? Do you think, Vinshenzo?
What was the question?
Like your your darkness, the magical darkness you made around the giant's face, if it collapses over dead, the darkness wouldn't follow her head
Yes, it does.
down to the ground. Oh, wow. Neat.
Would.
So essentially the giant, after Vari disappears into the inky blackness, the giant just sort of trips and falls over after having its tendons slashed, and then you see the orb of darkness plummet down, and then she like comes out. I assume she just kind of comes out of the blackness, kind of like wiping her claws
Oh
on
my
her
Yes.
on her jacket or something like that. Like, huh, nothing wrong here. No big
To it.
deal. Easy.
Do I have to keep killing these huge things for you people?
Damn.
Damn.
Well, at least she's not dead weight.
Oh,
Vinshenzo doesn't
yeah.
say anything to Carlos.
Exactly as planned.
Carlos. Talks to everyone else but Carlos.
Well done, everybody except for Carlos. Carlos, you could have done better.
I'm pouting. Still.
Roll to pout.
Vinshenzo naturally crits every single time he rolls to pout.
I'm gonna roll real dice to pout.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh,
you have
I
killed
don't
the
get
dragon.
to pout.
Not the dragon, the giant. And in the last couple of seconds, the rest of the guards sort of filter into the gates. And the 6 Loxodons who are in charge of opening and closing this thing, big brute bulls of an elephantine crew, they kind of look at you anxiously and eagerly to see if you're going to come in or not before they start shutting the doors,
Yes.
as you are the last ones outside. Okay, you're going to bounce your way in, so we're just going to floop. Congratulations, you are safely within the enclosure. I'm just gonna... You guys can move yourselves off. I'm gonna zoop this out of the way.
I land on a roof.
A woof. So, the interior of the Conclave's sort of sanctuary within the city, I'm gonna call it the sanctuary because I can't think of any other better word for it. It's an entirely different atmosphere in this place from the rest of the city, where you would just come from a place of chaos, confusion, general mayhem and rioting. Buildings and everything are being destroyed and wrecked. Basically the scene of the Summer of Love. This place is entirely different. Some series of druids and other spellcasters have placed dancing lights in and around the trees to make it almost nearly a festive appearance with the reddish glow outside. It feels more like it's evening time. There is no dim light. It is well lit in the confines of the sanctuary. There are a number of wandering guards who have what look to be almost like naturally grown lanterns, like bioluminescent lanterns on vines that they carry around with them to watch the fields and such. They're looking for, sparks and potential dangers if they land within the sanctuary. And there's dryads in the trees that are looking out at the skies, and a few other giant birds that are patrolling and swooping up and around. Every single time there's a bat or something that gets too close, they go and chase it away. But for the most part, it's a level of calm, sort of a restrained calm that has taken over this place. The soldiers, sweaty and injured and breathing hard after their ordeal, are being tended to by a number of the Selesnya initiates who come with water and healing salves, and a few individuals robed in cream gowns with green trim come to you with cold water and napkins, little like moist towelettes for you to freshen yourselves if you so choose. The matron is not here, Vaszerei, but a similar matron who you have not met before comes up to greet you, along with a figure armed with what looks to be gilded scale mail, carrying a wooden staff. He introduces himself as one of the Trostani, which are charged with guarding the sanctuary, and they offer congratulations and much thanks for you defeating the giants that were trying to rush the gate. The matron introduces herself as Sahrani. She states she is in charge of the scale mail wearers and elf.
The elf.
The elf. And Sahrani is yeah, I kept that because I thought of Arma, and I was like, yeah, I gotta keep it. Sahrani the matron. Anywho's, yeah, you have a moment of respite, perhaps enough time to take a short rest if you so desire, or press on if you need. It's up to you, you fellows.
Carlos would be fine either way.
Vazerei's interested in a short rest. They've been through plenty
in
of
a long
fighting
rest.
already.
Is anyone missing HP?
I'm missing a bit.
No.
Missing a little and missing key points.
Short rest will take care of both of them.
Hell yeah. If we're doing a short rest, Vinshenzo is dying.
The king, no.
I'm going to use Song of Rest,
That'll make him feel better.
which we're level 14, right?
15?
15?
Yeah, 15.
Something like that.
It's a mix, 15 and 14.
You whoever's short resting gets to apply 1d10 extra to your hit die.
Oh,
What was that D again? Sorry.
D10.
An extra D10 or a hit die. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. I will use that. Let's see, where's the D10?
Vinshenzo plays soothing lullabies.
10.
For all them soldiers.
Actually, I got some new. Yeah. Get yourself some of the
Wow.
new drop. The one good thing that
Sadly.
came from this.
the one good thing, nothing else. Nothing good that was caused by saving so many people. Screw that.
I think this is actually played on a Cittern too. How appropriate.
So, Kidders, are you familiar with how to regain HP during a short rest?
Not really.
So, right here, you'll see your hit die.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have 14 hit die you can use. They get replenished after a long rest. You can use however many you want during a short rest. And whenever you roll your D8 hit die, you take that number, add your constitution to it, and that's how much HP you regain. You can roll them one at a time, or you can roll multiple at the same time.
Okay.
And during a short rest, you get all of your key back. So,
As long as she meditates for it.
yeah, at least 30 minutes of that hour.
Oh, that's a nice song.
Okay, so I can roll.
You can use your martial arts die and just start rolling.
Good idea.
Yeah, you probably need at least 2.
And a D10.
Ah, lag.
take
Where'd
it.
they go? Oh,
Right here.
8
It's actually
and
really good.
9, that'd be
Okay.
17 health. If you take
Yep.
take that as the roll.
I'll go with that.
If you shake the die, it randomizes the outcome even if you don't throw it.
Okay, that's fine.
So then you just, over in this marker, you just add 2 there, and yep.
Alright, I'm good with that.
And don't forget, you also have your dragon hide belt that you can use once per day. Let's see. Use an action to regain key points equal to a roll of your martial arts die.
Okay.
So if you ever really need key, you can use that and get between 1 and 8 key back. So
Good
Alright.
luck.
That's pretty handy.
yeah, good luck. Yeah, it's pretty nice. As long as the gods favor her.
And do I get the dragon's breath back, or is that from a long rest?
I think that's only a long rest. Let me see.
Okay.
Cannot use it again. Short or long rest, so you do get it back.
Short or long rest, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Now you can go bleh.
Oh, this is the same fucking... Alright.
Bleh.
Dude, gross.
What the...
What?
I feel like I'm the only person in the world that notices that searching for things is getting worse and worse by the day.
It is getting worse and worse by the day. You're not the only person who notices. You're just the one who's brave enough to vocalize it.
May Google strike me down where I stand, I notice.
I've honestly found that
and GPT shall strike you down.
I honestly find it's easier to find things now using AI because they'll provide sources where they get their information from.
Yeah.
You gotta use the AI to filter through the AI garbage to
Pretty
to
much.
figure out which one's AI garbage or not.
That's so bad.
I gotta use the
dude.
tools of my enemy to counter my enemy.
Could you imagine telling somebody in like 2002, like, hey, you know Google search? This is the best it's ever gonna be.
So a fun sort of anecdote to that, maybe not fun depending. So because both my parents and now my sister, all 3 of them are high school teachers at the same school. And
Oh,
they have a
cool.
huge issue because the school, like, all the kids are allowed to use their laptops, and they have, a lot of it's modernized. So you're submitting stuff, you're submitting in essays and stuff like that. So they can't really figure out what's chat GPT generated or not, because you can sit there and be like, okay, I need you to put a 750 word essay together about this at the high school level and like include these points. Bing, there you go. Here's your like B+ in English class or whatever. And so it's now become such a terrible thing to be able to teach, because now kids don't need to know how to learn things. They just need to know how to like ask chat GPT how to fill in their homework for them. Or AI crap. So it's affecting so much. Nobody's learning anymore. They're just learning how to like basically get out easy. And then when you actually have to do critical thought, you're kind of screwed, and you're more and more dependent on other things to think critically for you.
Yeah. My cousin's also a teacher, and I know you might probably talked about this a little bit in my server about it, but he says it's pretty easy to tell, like, if somebody's using AI, like, blatantly, like, they're not doing anything else to it, they're just being like, hey, chat GPT, write this, and then they print it out and, like, give it to him. He can pretty easily tell. I mean, I think that gap will eventually close, probably within a few years. But, yeah. It is gay.
It's very gay.
It's gay because it's a lot of like AI neural network like things can be really cool. Like it can make really cool tools and stuff. But oh my god, dude, I don't need it in my fucking email, bro.
Thank you, Gemini.
And Microsoft, whatever it is. Bing AI or whatever.
Microsoft is Copilot.
Oh yeah. Bing is the image generator one. The enterprise like email and productivity one is Copilot. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I think.
Bullshit. So about that D&D thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
So what else needs to be registered for the
We were doing
short rest?
D&D.
Oh shit. I mean, I'm happy to spend the next 2 hours bitching about AI, but like that's only if we reschedule D&D until like, another day. That way we can at least get something done.
I love Silicon Valley.
What's that thing? If you say something loud enough to your phone, you'll stop getting ads for it. Like I hate this several times, and then they won't give you ads anymore. About that one thing, they'll just give you ads about other stuff. Is everybody finished their short rest? Oh, night's gone.
I did Song of Rest, but I didn't need to heal, so I didn't take one.
Nice.
I don't think I get spells back on short rest. I think it has to be long.
Yep. Spells is long, unless you're a warlock.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
I think I get Bardic Inspiration back if I do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Ah, night's back. Hooray, night.
Hooray for night.
No, it's long rest. Shit.
A long west.
I mean, we could take a long rest.
I can take a
Give the
speedy
soldier some time.
4-hour long rest.
A speedy for our nap.
Speedy 4-hour meditation.
I mean, you guys got a pretty decent column of troops back to the safety of a place. You saved like roughly 800 guys.
Let's just get
Yeah,
where
we
we're
are
going,
pretty awesome.
Which I don't know what the plan is, but I'm following. Yeah, I think wizards can kind of regain some spells, maybe. And warlocks.
If I take a short rest, I can arcane recovery and get a total of 9 spell levels back.
That's a lot.
Hang on, guys. I just need a little 15-minute snoozle, and I can get all of my spells back.
That
It's
would
fine.
top me
Yeah,
off.
but I could do that. But I can only do it once per long rest.
I think it's. Is it arcane cultivation or is it something else?
Arcane
It's your
recovery.
mom's house. Where are we
Arcane-
going?
Half your level rounded up, and then my arcane
That's it,
grimoire
yeah.
gives me +1 to that.
All right.
Yo,
Well, I don't think there's any lift anywhere here, so the soldiers can't get up. So we're gonna have to wait for them to rest anyway if we want them in fighting shape.
Yeah.
So, until we are ready to move again, I am willing to help the defenders of the wall. Until we are
Simply
ready to
long
move
rest.
again.
You're gonna patrol the wall with the defenders.
After my hour of short rest, yes.
Wait,
Okay.
are elves long resting?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Okay, then
Yes.
I guess I will too then.
So after Carlos's short rest, he'll walk the perimeter as well, but he's going to be looking for like basically breaches in the defenses that could be taken advantage of.
Roll
Like,
me.
holes,
Sorry, go ahead.
like holes in the wall or cracks or anything kind of like that.
Gaps in the patrol.
Yeah, he's a perceptive fella.
Yeah, he's perceptive. Yeah, give me a perception roll, and Vaszerei, you can roll perception as well. Up on the wall on watch.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
14. Vaszerei opened her eyes. And 27. Okay. So Carlos, as you run your inspection of the walls, you see that, as a matter of fact, this wall seems to be made out of one single seamless piece of rock. It's almost as though it was carved out of the mountain, or it was other such perhaps magical means, but it is all one solid piece. You do not see a crack. You do not see a single point of weakness within the actual structure itself. And towards some of the darker corners, I'll say, kind of like back in here and things like that. There's brush and there's vines creeping up, but they're not actually affecting the integrity of the structure at all. Sometimes in some places, such as here, there's this is where the armed sort of wing of the Selesnya Conclave houses most of its soldiers and such, so you can actually get up onto the wall through here. It's a series of little buildings and turrets that look more like a big stony coral reef. I'm gonna keep going with this meme because it's working for me. But it's a big stony coral reef of structures and things that climb their way up the wall in a fairly complex maze of building. Knight's getting a phone call. And through all of this, you can see that there are some gaps in the patrols, but the gaps in the patrols are sort of along the walls, and you can see there's what looks to be some static, similar to the what did we call it? The oil rig. They had those little. Now that you know what to look for, they have those little sort of like dryads and little podling things that are curled up and nested. So it's like they're ready to go. Little things for emergency response. So it's not like there are unattended. They're not unattended sections, but because they're dormant, perhaps that could be a break in security, depending on what could be coming from there. The only thing that, with your sharp eyes of 27, there's a lot of nice open space, a lot of really good open greenery space here, and it's very lush and natural, which is wonderful. Some would consider it flammable, but I'm sure nature-loving druids probably thought about that. Maybe, who knows? They don't seem to be in a rush to be taking precautions against it.
Okay. Is that the only thing I found?
From observing, you were looking at observing the defenses, looking for points of weakness in infrastructure, and as well as gaps in the patrols were the big three that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, that's anything that could be utilized to breach the defenses in some way, like circumvent the walls or go through or under or around or something.
From on the inside, looking at the inside, it doesn't really seem. I would assume Carlos would also wander around the top of the wall too, and he would see sort of the stark devastation of the city beyond.
Yeah.
And with his beautiful 27, I mean, probably if you got a couple of giants, you could take a clock tower and shove that through the gate. But that would be very obvious. There's no giant dinosaur battering rams. There's no crazy siege engines. There's no wizards getting ready to summon a ritualistic explosion that you can see. There's no imminent signs that there's going to be a concentrated attack or anything that would cause you concern.
Hell yeah.
You get to look out over a vista that you had once seen in daytime of the bustling city, and now it is destroyed and on fire. But aside from that, tactically, there doesn't seem to be any weakness.
Okay. Well, Carlos would, I guess he'd point out the only thing that he found to the watch captain and recommend that since he's sure they don't want to, like, cut down their plants, I guess he'd suggest just keep them as wet as possible.
Well,
Yeah, he nods his head and he is satisfied that that you are putting so much time and care into the preservation of his conclave, and he is certain that guided your gaze to watch for any weaknesses in their defenses.
Everyone always thanks the gods.
Man, just one. Just one. I'd like to be thanked for my service.
Thank me.
Say thank you, maybe a gold piece for my troubles. Come on, I'm not a charity here, guys.
He says, having gained, like $500,000 or something, whatever we looted.
What do I gotta do? Rob a bank? I already did that.
Coin to your kobold.
Oh, okay. Vaszerei is still on a phone call. Okay. Are we happy just sort of fast forwarding 4 hours? Does anybody else want to do anything? Have I skipped over somebody who asked a question?
I don't think so. Did Vari want to do anything during the rest of her 3 hours?
Probably just wander around helping where she can.
Aw. How helpful.
And hopefully not becoming possessed and killing everybody. No.
Critical failure on help action.
Perfect. Then we will fast forward the 4 hours.
No interruptions, eh?
No,
Very good.
no crazy attacks come to the conclave within the next 4 hours.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can't say what happens beyond that because we don't predict futures here.
Speak for yourself. I cast Artery as a ritual now.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've just gotten into the business of predicting futures. Fuck you.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, so 4 hours are up. The elves have long rested, and everybody else has just hung out.
I'm so happy for them.
Hell yeah.
You guys have been mostly sort of left alone by the conclave. You've done your bit, and you don't take up too much space, and they have an entire host of other things to worry about, like the poor homeless people who have flocked into their care, all of the hundreds of wounded soldiers, their own personal security, and the regular functions or the ongoing functions of their commune are sort of occupying their time. However, there are officials nearby if their services are needed or questions deserve to be asked, but so far you've been sort of you've been tended to, you've been provided food if you need it, you've been shown places to rest if you so desire,
Yeah.
and other such generosities have been given to you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, indeed. Okay, what's the plan there, fellas?
I look to Paelias.
I'm adjusting spells. Give me a moment.
Paelias is the man with the plan.
While Paelias is relearning his spells, I'll play music to boost the morale of the troops.
Love it. Carlos is always a fan of his music.
Hell yeah. Ah, shit.
Alright,
Oh. Is this another RuneScape track, or is this a general one?
It's not. It's not the RuneScape you're thinking of.
It's OSRS, I assume.
It's not OSRS.
Oh, man.
So remember, I posted I don't know if you saw it. I posted a link to a RuneScape spin-off game.
Oh, that Adventures one?
The Dragon Wilds.
Yeah!
So, the game sucks. It's really poorly optimized, but it has an amazing soundtrack. Well, it has
That's all that matters.
it has like 8 tracks, but and you get to own 2 of the tracks if you buy the game in early access. You don't even get the full soundtrack.
Pretty cool. At least they're good tracks, and you own them.
I own exactly 10% of them. Is Paelias done with his spells?
yes.
Okay. I finished my music.
I believe the plan was to leave the wounded here and then march with the rest of the army back to the battle lines.
Okay. I'm
But
totally
if
cool with that.
if the army wants to finish a long rest, I think we've already spent 4 hours. I don't know if I would have anything against them
We've
spending
spent
another
5
4
hours.
In 5 hours.
I spent 4.
In total, the party has spent 5 hours.
I think we included the long rest into the short rest. I don't know.
Then people have to deduct their Song of Rest HP. Because I can't do that while I'm long resting.
Then it's been 5 hours, I guess.
Is what it is.
It's fine.
It is what it
I mean,
is.
in the hourly like progression of the chaos, 1 hour doesn't mean a lot to you guys, at least.
Yeah. I mean, if
Safe
we're
behind
gonna
your
rest
wall.
1 hour, we might as well rest 4 hours. And if we're gonna rest,
You're gonna rest 4, you might as well rest 24.
we might as well rest 5.
Hell yeah, dude.
Look,
What's
if
the
it's
point?
already been 5, I'm fine with it taking another 3, so that the soldiers that are
Exactly.
going to
And if we
they
rest
get a
8,
long
we
rest.
might as well just wait until morning. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you could also just like wait until
What
all
morning?
the sounds die
There
off.
is no morning.
Yeah.
then I guess we're gonna be waiting a while.
Okay, so you're gonna go and
Oh,
check and see
wait
what
on
the army wants to do?
wall. Yeah, I'll check in with the army and see if they want to rest for a few more hours or if they want to move on. Or if they want to stay here instead.
Okay,
They
so
can think on their own.
they can think on their own. They're adults, or so we think.
Allegedly. Alleged adults.
Oh my god,
so-
Ravnica uses child soldiers.
Hooray! That angel is 6 years old. I'm 6.5 years old, says the full-grown looking woman.
Oh no.
That sounds about right.
What has Chris done?
I think of whenever I say things like that, I think of the clones from Attack of the Clones, because technically all the clone troopers at Geonosis were 10.
Wild.
They were the age of 10, but they were all full-grown adult males.
It would be
Anywho,
a problem if they were full-grown adult women.
Then we'd have problems. What
Molesting young
even
boys.
am I doing? Okay, so thank you. The commander is named Asariel, and she has been in conference with the matron and the Trustani, whose name is Claros. You find out, and she informs you that the Selesnya are very, very concerned about attacks from the Golgari, because there's been a natural rivalry between the two guilds since the creation of the Guild Pact thousands of years ago in their calendar, of course. And this would be the perfect time for the Golgari to strike, especially from underground. They are a sturdy force of defenders. However, they themselves would not be able to hold back the onslaught of the Golgari if they so choose to focus their anger. And for that reason, Asariel wishes to keep her soldiers here for now, and spread them amongst the defenses of the Conclave, because this also works as a very good bastion for refugees seeking to find shelter and safety from the chaos outside.
I see.
She tells you that word has reached her during her rest that currently the lines are still held safe and secure, and if you wish, you might be able to pass through. They have like staircases and passages between the two guilds, so you can come through. There's my little hooky thing. Anyways, you can come through this way. Boop, boop, boop. And bounce through to Selesnya if you so choose. Originally, your guys' plan was to sling through the highway and catch as many people who were stranded out without safety, but there is a secure passage through the Conclave's sort of territory. If you wish to travel that way.
Yeah, well, in that case, we can the party can travel safely back to the Senate, and then we can start pushing out from there.
Is everyone in agreement with that plan?
Wasn't the original plan to go over here because there's something over here that we wanted to protect or something?
There were potentially isolated garrisons of troops that might be stranded and in mortal peril.
Those are the red marks, right?
The red and blue dots are locations that you know that sort of, we'll call them loyalist forces, but those are loyalist like installations or strongholds that might be under siege or isolated from what's happening, and they would be manpower for the efforts of your allies if they were rescued. That was the original sort of intent.
I'm good with actually, yeah, I'm good with going and doing more rescue operations, like if that's something other people are.
No problems here.
In that case, I think we should probably hit these two because they're the closest.
Makes sense.
Have there been any attacks on this wall ever since we've been resting?
No, there have not been attacks on that wall. You have been vigilant, I assume, for your hours of waiting. So, with that statement, you have not seen.
I'd like to ask one of the guards to see if this kind of quietness is normal.
He tells you nothing's normal right now, friend, but so far we've not gotten many attacks. We've mostly been getting skirmishes.
Fair enough.
He says if there was going to be attacks, it would come from underground.
Do you believe that is a likely possibility?
That's where the Golgari live, and they're our chief opponent. They dwell in the Undercity, and the Undercity is extensive underneath everything. I am actually surprised that they haven't tried to tunnel up through the street.
They're gathering their forces for sure.
The guard tells you, well, they could be, but I've heard they're pretty occupied up in the north where the elevators are. I don't know, though. I've been stuck here. I'm just hearing the scuttlebutt.
The scuttlebutt.
The scuttlebutt.
The scuttlebutt.
That's from, you remember.
You know, the thing. You remember the thing.
Vinshenzo's going to callously scoff and disregard this. He's a captain, you said?
Which one?
The
guy
one
that
that
they're
just
just talking
told
to?
us they're gonna tunnel up through the ground.
No, he's just like a wall guard.
Oh,
Vaszerei was just talking to a regular old guy on the wall. So he's just giving his fresh 2 cents as a bog standard trooper.
Vinshenzo's going to scoff at the no-name soldier and walk away.
Name's Clarence. He's got a wife and kids.
Oh, the imagination.
He's known to you now!
He's got a wife and kids.
Now you have to apologize.
Now I have to care.
It doesn't matter. Vinshenzo still sees him as a no-name soldier.
So do I. I'm not writing his name down. I'm going to forget him in about 5 minutes.
I will remember forever.
Gone but not forgotten.
Oh, the imagination amongst these troops. We best
100
get going.
episodes of freaking vagabonds and I still don't have a name.
Who are you again?
Damn.
Character.
What is Knight talking about?
Don't worry
He
about it,
doesn't
my
know.
king.
My king.
I hate Knight.
Hell yeah.
Nobody hates Knight.
Kardoc loves it.
Okay, so the plan is to exit the wall and keep going south to find the pockets of resistance, or...
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Well, you guys can bounce up over the wall, or you can walk through the gates. They're willing to open the gates for you just a crack, so you can bounce out.
I can fly.
You can
I can
fly.
also fly.
I can climb. So can Vari.
You
Oh,
are
well, it's
aware.
magic to fly.
You are aware that the streets are not empty. While there has not been any active opposition to, there's not been any active opposition against the Selesnya. Nobody's mounted any attacks. That does not mean that there are not hostile forces in the area. You know that some, as you were aware, like 5 hours ago, some Golgari do exist in this part of the city. Maybe they're scouting out the walls. Maybe they're doing something else. Who knows? The Beetle Brigade was faffing about. And given that it's been 5 hours, there's definitely a good chance that
Ooh,
just
now
as
I
sort
can
of an
fly
intel
twice.
update.
Hell yeah,
Yellow's
dude.
back.
The Gruul and the Rakdos are basically unopposed, so who knows how much more of them there might be in the city. They're not all here. I'm just gonna. You don't know where they are right now, but I'm gonna keep these. I keep these around. So be advised. Put that into your little planning brains. You want to head down the
I
street
accidentally
or
gave
what?
you one of my spell cards. Oh, it's over there. There it is. Yoink.
Oh, is this yours?
What? Oh, no. Chris, that was I accidentally hit deal instead of search, so I gave everyone one of my 3rd level spells.
There you go, buddy. Oh, that came back really fast. Take this coin back then, I suppose. Okay, you exit onto the street. Are you gonna fireball? What?
I had the fireball card.
Oh, you have fireball. Okay. Oh.
I cast fireball. What?
Now that you bring it up, I cast fire. No, I'm sorry.
There goes the gate. Everybody get ready.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've got guard aggro now.
Stop, criminal scum.
Violated the.
So we have Phantom Steed from Paelias. Vinshenzo is going to be riding on Rabbit. Vaszerei is capable of flying. Are we all just taking to the skies and tracing the route from the air?
It
Phantom
might
Steed does
be a
not
wise
fly.
idea.
It is a riding horse, but much faster.
Paelias has a riding horse, but much faster.
Ooh, does
Yeah.
he have featherfall?
Hmm?
Oh,
Quick, get your horse up here and featherfall off the wall.
No, I'll just ride
You
out
could
the gate.
glide.
That doesn't work. You can't. You can't do that. I know what you're saying, and you can't do that.
Damn it.
It doesn't have glide.
Fuck. I wanted to
It doesn't have a
read.
glide coefficient.
Pissed. Damn it.
Give me my glide coefficient.
Yeah, Kardoc knows about that. He fly plane.
hey, who's on the ground? I just need to double check that I understand who's on the
Paelias is
ground.
on the ground.
Yes, I know
Riding a
Paelias.
very fast horse.
Paelias gotta go fast. I'm putting that in my notes. Paelias equals fast.
I offered you a ride, Paelias.
Hey, you want to take a ride on my Pegasus, if you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, but I've had this spell for a while and I wanted to use it. So
His Pegasus is
Yeah.
black, so you know it's going to be a good time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
yes, so
Vaszerei's
he-
flying.
Yeah.
I suppose Carlos and Vari could each take a spot on one of the steeds if the riders are willing.
I offer anyone who does not wish to or is unable to fly a ride on Rabbit.
Oh, Carlos accepts.
And can't
Carlos
read.
accepts.
Yeah. Can't do that either. My
Then
glasses
plus Carlos on the big black.
Squadala.
On Rabbit. Vari's on the ground,
Yeah, I guess.
which means that then Vaszerei is also in the air.
You
So
just
I
gonna
have
run
Paelias-
really fucking fast, or does you want to ride on a horse?
Is she gonna be like Batman and jump across the rooftops?
Could.
Why, I kind of need to know if you're gonna or not. This affects my planning, guys.
Well, I guess.
How fast does his horse move?
100 feet.
100 feet or 10 miles per hour.
I'd take the horse.
Okay. Do the horse. But can the horse go on the rooftops?
If we both give the horse our slippers of spider.
If I
you only
summon it
have-
on the rooftop, it is technically fast enough that I think it can actually jump across the gap.
I'm willing to say that's true. You jump it off the wall, hear all four of its
Actually, hold on.
phantom knees break.
Oh.
Crunch!
The
Oh!
funniest thing is, if it takes any damage, it starts disappearing. But it takes a minute for it to disappear, so it doesn't matter if it takes damage. What is its strength stat? Because that does matter. 16. As long
good
as the
strength.
gap between buildings is no longer than 16 feet, not a problem.
Yeah, you'll be good in the alleyways. Okay, are we legit gonna bounce from rooftop to rooftop on a horse? Because
I don't think so.
No.
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 I think I'm just going to take the road, assuming there are no obstructions on the road.
No spider horse today.
Hell yeah. I love spider horse.
okay, fuck it, we ball. So first stop on your journey to success would be if you're choosing to stop here. You got the university campus. You've got this guard station.
University
Or if you want to ignore those two.
Okay, so my thought is, if this place looks like it's currently being defended by friendly forces, check this area first, because then we can fall back with possible troops from there to the university campus or whatever.
Deadly. All right.
So, roll perception, or is it just...
Yeah, we're gonna get the entire crew to roll perception. I just needed to understand who was in the air and who was on the ground, in case there was something that lurked in the darkness that had ability to reach one but not the other.
Hell yeah.
Spaced out what's happening. Sorry.
Roll
I'm just
perception.
explain some. I think my perception 0 at this point.
5, a 19, and a 30. And as you guys are rolling dice, I'm gonna get us all to roll fresh initiatives for this Mogadishu day. Mogadishu.
If you will.
Okay.
5, Vaszerei is going back to keeping her eyes wide shut. 22, 19, 30. Okay, we got our like drones in the sky here. Carlos isn't a half bad shot too, so you guys got the aerial sniper brigade up top.
Oh yeah.
Initiative.
Carlos,
Okay.
since he has that Starshot crossbow, he doesn't have to worry about ammo anymore either.
Do you have crossbow expert?
I don't.
Ah, it's too bad.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Is that 28 your perception or your initiative?
Oh.
I think the 28 is her perception.
Okay, I just wanted to
No.
double check before I gave her 28 initiative.
Yeah, that's perception. Sorry.
Roll initiative as well, please.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
I refuse.
Not 20 so it can be a 20.
No.
Wow. 22
22.
though, that's good.
Yeah.
22 beats Vaszerei. 22 Vari. 21 Vaszerei. 24 initiative for. Hey, holy shit! You guys are just gonna go first no matter what. All the monsters are gonna get less than that. 10, 13. Vinshenzo. This is looking awfully different from the last few sessions in terms of who's going first. Okay, I got all my dudes. Alrighty then. So, as you begin moving through the city, ground team first and foremost. As proceeding along this corridor, you notice that there are creatures shadowing you through the hab districts here. They're bouncing in and out of the alleyways, and they're looking out of the upper floor windows of some places. You notice that they're all dressed in the rags and rubble-strewn, sort of bedraggled chaos of the Gruul. They've penetrated this far into the city. In the background, Vari and Paelias, I guess, both can hear the sound of wanton murder as they are roving through the streets, killing whatever they find. However, they don't seem to be moving out to pursue you, but they definitely know that you're there. Air! Because I have 3 eagle-eyed, 2 eagle-eyed, and one who's focused on flying straight. Observers, you notice that over here there seems to be some sort of a gathering of folks with your 30 perception. Okay, fuck off. I'm not going to be, and 22. I'm not going to be coy about it. There seems to be some sort of a ritual going on, a mass ritual. This is a temple of some sort, or a bathhouse, or you're not quite sure.
Whoa.
You haven't been to that part of the city intimately, but around there is a fairly decent gathering of what looks like red-robed Rakdos.
Ooh.
Vaszerei, you can't react. You don't see it. Fuck off.
That looks rather foreboding.
But they're chanting and they're doing, well, you can't hear the chanting, but you can hear very little, but you can see very much. You notice that there are bodies that are packed up in heaps. Things are looking rather occult. As you watch, you don't necessarily, well, you see some of the movement going in through the hab districts. However, you notice that some of the Gruul raiders are pulling in either things that they have captured or things that they have killed, and they're like dumping them in the piles.
How uncouth.
How uncouth.
Who all already saw that madness going on?
You did not see the madness. You just saw the creepy dudes in the alleyways. It's only Vinshenzo and Carlos, who then pointed it out to Vaszerei. So the three of them have seen it from the air. You guys haven't seen it because there's too many buildings in the way.
Didn't Carlos take the ground horse too?
No.
I thought
Okay.
Vari took the ground horse with Paelias, and Carlos is riding the
Yeah,
rabbit.
you offered a ride and he took it.
Okay.
And Vaszerei is with you guys on your wing, so to speak, with her wings, so to speak.
Yes.
I'm very funny like that.
Hell yeah.
Smoke
Carlos is
thick
your
here, it's
tail
messing
gunner.
with my visibility.
Balls in your court, doctor.
All these cultists everywhere. And the cultists are here? The ones that are in mass?
No, they're here.
They're there.
They're in the other direction from where you're going.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I guess Vari would point out the weird things she saw lurking around in the alley.
Lurking and slurking.
You would have seen Paelias wave to them.
Well, it's a good thing to know that both of you guys are. Oh my!
How
Both of you
close
guys are
we?
on the same page. You are. I would say that's a
Where
good
would we
like
be?
half mile out. I'll
Oh.
put you there, and you guys would be roughly equivalent because similar speeds.
I'm 10 feet behind.
He's 10 feet behind.
He's behind by 10 feet.
It's a lot of feet. 10 of them. That's like 5
I
people.
Watch for Paelias's movements. See how to proceed.
What doth Paelias do, knowing that he does not knowest of the cult ritual?
Continue with the plan, because no one has notified me of the cult ritual.
I notified
Get
Vaszerei.
away! Yes, but Vazerei's up in the air with you.
Yeah.
What does Vaszerei do with this information? Because I feel like that's a worthy question to ask, given the implied implications.
You want me to try and catch up with his horse?
No,
I don't care what you catch up with. Wait. How does
Knight know
that's
what
a
I'm
good point.
talking about? I pointed out the ritual to you.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
It's just that I think Paelias's mount is faster than me, so trying to catch up to him to inform him. He's fast as
I'm
fuck.
not telling you. I didn't tell you to do anything.
It's true. I want to kill these over here, but at the same time, we have a mission.
Okay. Let's follow the mission.
Let's follow the mission,
Oh, hey, kitty.
lest I get
Follow the
distracted.
mission. Lest you get distracted with purging heretics.
I don't know. Can I do like a religion check to discern like what kind of ritual this is? I don't know.
You most certainly can if you so desire. I'm sort of egging Vaszerei just because she's normally so very zealous in her pursuit of all things Rakdos, and here's a thing that's Rakdos, and I'm just egging her. She didn't have to pick anything. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just being a shit disturbing meme
Yeah.
lord.
Our stopping point is over here. I'm going
No,
to bring up
Your
this.
stopping point is over here, and then you're going to go over there after. That is Paelias' plan.
Okay,
Assuming
that's
we
fine.
didn't see anything wrong here with our perception check.
Ahaha! With your perception check, I'm gonna make you do another one because your perception check was. This is like a half mile that you've gone here.
Uh, 22.
Religion is the appropriate role there, Vinshenzo.
Okay.
Could
22.
Vaszerei do it too, or is my perception too low to make it happen?
You didn't see it, however, with your have being pointed towards it, I'll allow you to do another perception check to try and like see how well you can see it. I'm going off of their damn perfect vision of what they saw.
I got a fucking 4. It was worse than last time.
Okay, I'll allow you to roll religion at disadvantage, but I'm keeping your 4 in mind.
Whoa.
Vin, you know that it's a summoning ritual.
Oh, do I know what they're summoning?
With a nat 20 religion, given the fact that the cult of Rakdos is a demon worshipping cult, you can expect that with the number of bodies and the number of people that are involved in this ritual, it's going to be something big or many things numerous.
And having
Perhaps
rolled
they use
nat
summoning
20,
reinforcements.
what would be a prudent way of halting such a ritual?
Given the fact that it looks like the ritual is still in its preparatory phase and it's not actually being like, it doesn't look like they're actively casting it yet, I would say disrupting the their activities toot sweet, or at least before they start casting, or in the middle of casting, as we've found that works really well. Getting rid of the ones that are doing the ritual would probably...
Okay, so
like the actual performers, I'm going to say, not like the entire group of them, but the actual performers would break the strength of their ritual.
So how?
I just walk into the middle and cast anti-magic field.
Okay, cool. I can't do that. I don't know what I was gonna say. So it's in its preparatory stages, so like it's not actually started yet. They're like preparing the ritual ground or offerings or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to use an analogy because that's what I like to do. In the cake baking process, they have the ingredients gathered together, they're starting to mix it, but they haven't put it in the oven yet.
Hell yeah.
Time to put this spell in the oven.
I wonder what kind of cake they're gonna bake.
Doesn't matter. It's nothing good.
You didn't
If only I
roll.
could tell.
Nat 20.
Well, 14 religion at disadvantage. I'm gonna say that Knight is aware that it is a summoning ritual of some sort.
Wow.
Doesn't matter the size. It's nothing good.
And Carlos rolled 26. 26 for watching the Universitariat there, Carlos? Yee. Okay.
So the best way to stop the ritual is to incapacitate or remove the ritual performers.
Makes sense to me.
I can't like steal like a special ritual offering or something and throw it into the ocean.
Yeah, like what if we steal the mixing bowl?
I mean, taking the ingredients, you can't bake a cake without ingredients.
What is the ingredients?
Bodies, blood.
Oh.
Blood.
And you said there's like hundreds of bodies?
There are many bodies, and there more are being brought. Yeah.
What if we
blood.
burn the bodies?
Oh, Carlos doesn't roll religion, so Carlos doesn't quite know what effect that might have.
How thick is the ground before you get to Undercity?
Oh, it's meters thick. Multiple meters. I don't have an exact number for you, but it's pretty thick. It's like
10?
Undercity is effectively below bedrock. So whatever bedrock would be below that. So yeah, more than 10.
Shit. Okay. what is this area called that the ritual is in? I identify it.
This is, it doesn't have a district name, but we'll call this the bathhouse.
Okay. I will send a message to Paelias, and I will say there is a summoning ritual in its preparatory phases at the bathhouse nearby. And I end my turn.
I will answer back. Well, we should probably disrupt that. Can you guide me in that direction?
I will cast dancing lights and shoot a purple orb towards that direction from the sky.
Oh. Ooh.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I have to spell slot for message.
Given that we now are redirecting, I'm going to cast Fly on the horse.
Oh my.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't want to go through the alley.
I does.
She'll go over.
I follow Paelias.
We shall beeline towards the ritual side.
Good luck, everyone. Okay, we're going to the ritual site. Wonder if I can find a bathhouse battle map. That would be amazing. Okay, what's the as you fly, you join up in formation. You are able to you're able to see that there's basically kind of like it kind of looks like ants going back to an anthill in terms of like a bunch of Gruul and Rakdos pawns and minions that are bringing back bodies and other shiny items to this bathhouse. And there's several dozen soldiers watching the perimeter. Not soldiers, but yeah, several dozen combatants watching the perimeter, and what looks to be specifically 14 robed individuals who are sort of like warming up and chanting and getting ready to practice their magic.
Hell yeah.
How grouped up are they? The robed dude?
It's not a small circle. They're in the main bathhouse, which I've just come upon a really good one, and I'm gonna use it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Oh, it downloads into the right folder too. Oh, I love you, computer. Okay, let me just objects, components, custom, tile. Boop. Top image. This one. E3569340, blah, 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 blah. Here's your bathhouse, boys. Bring your rubber ducky. We're gonna go splash. It's gonna take a while.
Use
Fuck it.
the gizmo.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the gizmo. I thought it would go faster than it did. Scale it at.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Look out, everyone.
Oh. Oh, she thick. Oh, she big. There we go. Boy, she big. Take your stuff. Whatever stuff might be in the way.
You're moving it.
No, I don't care about the stuff that's on the map. I care about the stuff that's gonna go under the map. I'm gonna put it right here.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Stop.
That is a
Here we go.
Ruined D&D.
It's true.
damn.
That's what I've done.
Don't
There,
want
I'll
to play
pick it
anymore.
up higher. What do you mean I gotta pick shit up? That's pretty good. Okay, we'll lock this baby. So, the cultists are ringed around this central bath, and the bodies are being piled up, and
Into the
their
barrel.
fluids are being extracted into this central bath.
Gross.
And the corpses are being cast aside into these two different pools. I don't have 14 cultists ready right now, but I'm just going to plop them down as you guys think about what you're going to do next. At this point in time, nobody has noticed that you're hanging around. Well,
So the bathhouse doesn't have a roof, or
it does not.
Whoa. Not much
It's
of a
almost like this
house.
is not. Well, there are.
In anywhere.
Sorry, there are roofs, but the main bath is open to the sky because that way you can.
Carlos does a
see
cannonball.
There's doors and such. A cannonball.
I love Carlos now.
Didn't before, but I do now.
He makes
yeah,
it
they're all-
so hard. I love him.
Hell yeah, dude.
However they might be, but they be.
Yeah,
People don't fear
how
it, be,
deep the
but do.
water be?
It's a bathhouse, dude. So the water be like 5 feet deep, enough that you can
Damn.
split splash while you're taking a bath. But
Shit.
can I do that many?
Are we playing GTA water falling into water rules?
What, where if you fall into a puddle, it negates all your fall damage? No,
Yeah.
they're in their big happy circle. I'm not going to draw a bunch of bodies, but get the picture. Okay. Scandalous activity. There are men outside. They are gathering the bodies in piles outside, and somebody's coming in like, I like this one. I like this one. Okay, we're gonna bring this one, and they're doing stuff like that, and like removing the clothes, and there's a whole process. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick. You guys figure out what you're gonna do.
I know what I'm gonna do.
That's
Would you like to share with the group?
I'm gonna bring the light, literally.
Can you make a bathhouse-sized fireball?
No, I'm going to cast Dawn on this circle in the middle. And then for the next minute, anyone who when it appears, and anyone who ends their turn within it for the next minute, damage. So much damage.
All of the damage. Carlos would suggest to Vinshenzo that they circle around the bathhouse,
Oh,
provide range support.
Okay. Paelias would offer to land to let Vari off if he wants to move on her own.
All right, I'm back.
Vari's just gonna superhero landing that shit.
Fair.
Really
Well,
bad on the knees.
You're gonna cast a horrible, huge thing of damage. I think she'll just hang out with you for now.
Maybe get close enough for her to throw some knives, but that's about it.
See, the sun might be gone, but that's not going to stop me.
I will bring the sun.
Yeah. Heck, next level up, I'm totally taking Sunburst as well. God.
All right. What's the plan?
Well, Carlos and Vinshenzo, I believe, are flying around offering range support. Vari decided to stick with just riding the horse. I'm going to cast a spell, ruining the day of the casters, and I forget what Knight said was going to do.
Fireball.
Dawn is a concentration spell, eh?
Yes.
Fly is also a concentration spell.
Yes. But I can land.
Okay, you're gonna land first. Okay. Are you landing on a nearby rooftop, or are you landing within the sort of the AO of the Mapperino?
How close do you need to be to Dawn? Or
60
whatever.
feet of the center point.
So I guess you got to be pretty close.
Yeah, but
I guess Vari's protecting you. Thanks, Vari.
You're gonna be landing sort of like on the roof of the bathhouse and then firing it down in there.
yeah.
Deadly. All right. And Vinshenzo and Carlos are flying sort of like aerial Overwatch.
Correct.
Got it.
hell yeah.
Alrighty. Are you gonna try and stealth this bitch? You just going right in?
I mean,
Sure.
I don't know how stealthy my summoned horse can be.
I mean, Vari could probably hide you and the horse and herself.
Well, if she's offering, I won't say no.
Just pass without trace, I could use it on the horse too, right? It's a creature I choose.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. There's some of these losers hanging out, but they don't really matter.
You gotta spend key points for that.
Key points.
See, pass without trace, that's a concentration. Up to 1 hour.
Is plus 10 right?
Plus 10
Yep,
stealth, yeah.
plus 10 bonus to stealth. Good luck, horse. Good luck rolling stealth.
That's the stealthiest horse I've ever seen.
It's so stealthy, didn't even see it. .22 horse. All right, you guys land on the roof, and nobody notices at all.
I didn't roll stealth, but I'm guessing it'd be enough. It's all about stealth. Let me see. Oh. Do 18 plus the bonus.
28.
Yeah. 28.
I think you're fine.
I'm gonna write it so I don't forget.
Put these guys right here for now. Blanc. Deadly. All right, you guys are on the roof. No issues whatsoever. You're looking at about a 60-foot. No, not a 60-foot. It's about a. Let's see, it's all buildings, fine. Oh, Knight has food. Luck Knight. Buildings are 60 feet, so it's about 50 feet to the surface of the pool because this is like raised up from the roof, but it's 60 foot to like the floor. So this goes up 5 feet, then down 5 feet, then up, and then down. And this is up. So it's about 50 feet from vertically from there to there.
Is this the roof wall or this the roof wall?
We'll call that the roof. We'll call that the roof. Easiest thing to see.
Well, I'm gonna get off the horse and I'm gonna leave it like on the roof a bit away from the edge, and then I'll walk up to the edge. My dude over there.
Did you already show me the spell thing that talks about what Dawn does?
I have it out in front of me. I haven't. I can't seem to draw on this one, so I can't mark out the spell area. Okay, now it's working. All right.
Did it, hooray.
Right. If you can't draw, I think I have a radius token. No, I don't. Never needed one in like the 3 years we've done this campaign.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm curious though if I have one. No, I don't, but here, I have this for you, Knight. There you go. Well, actually, you can have one of these too. Here you go.
Okay, so area has been marked. If I haven't fucked up somewhere.
That looks like a circle that's centered on that dot.
I'll center it as I could, because
Gotcha.
the light of dawn shines down on a location you specify within range. Until the spell ends, a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light glimmers there. This light is sunlight. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw, or taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. And they have to repeat the saving throw against the damage whenever they end their turn in the cylinder.
Oh boy, Constitution saving throw. All right.
Then,
might have to get
once
up
they
for a
roll
few
their
minutes.
save,
Understood.
I'm gonna walk away from the edge and just wait a minute.
Oh yeah, you don't have to stay in the range. You just have to be. You just have to be in range to cast it.
I just have to be in range to cast it.
Constitution
don't have to maintain the
saving
range.
throw.
Well, actually, no. I'll stay here because as long as I stay here, I can then move it if I have to.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm glad I'm not doing this with real dice because I do not have 14 d20s.
That's a DC-20, yeah.
DC 20. Alright, Constitution saving throw. They have no bonuses. These are just regular cultists. They're a little shake for
While
luck.
you do
I'll it
that,
over
I
here.
shall roll the damage. Kind of terrible, but...
One person survives unscathed.
I kind of roll terrible in the damage, so
Damn.
one
Okay,
person
14.
takes 7.
Okay, so pick the guy who survives, or do you care?
Damn.
It does not matter.
Okay, this guy's got a plant in between him and like the crazy dawn that is dawning, so
Damn, those are weak ass motherfuckers.
they have 9 hit points.
Damn.
So he's like horribly blinded or horribly like affected by it, like raises his eyes, but the plant was in the way just enough for it to not immediately like sear his eyes and erase himself. However, the rest are essentially blown to oblivion.
Actually, it's more like they're sunburned to oblivion. It's just
Like a mini
sunlight.
nuke went off.
It's not even a mini nuke. It's literally just, I bring the sun. This is
Yeah.
sunlight, regular ass sunlight.
A lot of it really concentrated in a, I don't know. They're evil and nefarious, and you brought the holy light of the sun.
Burn
No,
her.
if you want the literal sun nuke, that's sunburst.
That's something else. Okay, well
Fireball Sun Edition.
they all simultaneously suffer an aneurysm due to the immediate intense light, and they just die. Any Hoosers.
Ooh.
Yeah. What do? Paelias with his 24 on initiative. This immediately causes like a big deal for all of the losers that are down there, and they're going to, I'm just going to roll a general perception check for the group of them. And they look around, and they don't see you with your 25 stealth. But there is an absolute commotion, and this guy is going to like splash down, run over here. He's going to start jittering, and all these guys are going to like shit their pants and start running around. Where are Vinshenzo, Vaszerei, and Carlos during all of this?
So
I see what Vin said that he's doing, but upon noticing exactly what just happened, I'm curious to know what your reactions are.
Carlos would want him to get close enough so that he could shoot the surviving cultist. So within 80 feet of him.
Well, if you'd like to go ahead and do that, Vari, do you have anything you want to do?
Where is my character anyway? Oh, there she is. She's tiny, but what is the range on my bracer of daggers?
Is it on the sheet? I'm not sure if I remember to put it on there.
I don't think it is.
He's about
Let's
50, at his point right here, he's about 55 feet away from you, vertically.
This
So
is ranged attack. Doesn't say the range of it.
Each die. I think it has the same range as a dagger, which I think is 2060. Let me verify here. Yeah, daggers have a short range of 20 feet, long range of 60 feet. So basically what that means is that within 20 feet, it's a normal attack roll. Within 60 feet, it's at disadvantage.
Okay. Mhm. I don't know, because does Paelias still stealth, or did he come out of it by attacking?
I'm keeping his same stealth roll for now. You keep your same stealth roll for now because you guys haven't done anything.
They have, yeah.
Because
So
if I
basically
move
right now-
too far from him, it would remove him from the thing. Gave him a boost to the stealth.
Yes. Okay. I'm just bouncing down the initiative order. So Vaszerei, if you have anything you want to do before Carlos shoots the guy. Oh wait, sorry, Vari, did you want to throw knives at him or no?
I'm trying to see if I could stay close enough and get close enough, because he's over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's 35 feet away from you, but 55 feet down, so...
Well, never mind. I'm not gonna bother.
vertically, he's like... I don't know how to deal with that.
He'd be like 75, 80 feet away in a straight line or something like that.
No, I'm not gonna bother then. Let someone else shoot him.
Let someone else shoot him. Okay, Vaszerei, it's your opportunity to do something really smart or really not smart before Carlos takes his shot. Just because, again, initiative order.
Carlos. And probably Vinshenzo. Vaszerei is seriously considering rushing in there.
Oh my god.
You can hear them mumbling. She really just wants to rush in there and start fighting. I'm willing to listen to reason, otherwise I'm going to go for it.
I'm willing to be convinced not to do something stupid, but otherwise I'm doing something
Yes.
stupid.
Oh yeah.
Carlos is more focused on his planned target than Vaszerei.
I'm going in.
Here we go.
Which direction are we circling from? So we're circling
Vinshenzo
around.
does not attempt to stop Vaszerei, so...
Yeah, Vazerei's gonna rush right in there. Which direction do you think she would come from, DM?
You guys are coming from the... I don't know, fuck, is Vinshenzo left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed? You guys are coming from the south... west. So I would say, given that you are right-handed, you're probably circling in a clockwise manner, which means that you are... N. You probably somewhere over up here.
All right.
But not on the map because you're circling above and overhead.
All right. Yeah, she's going to dive, and we're going to try to go after these magmans here. Attempt to land. Sword and shield at the ready. Distance would you say I've had to travel to get to that point, though? Just I had to dash?
It's 60 feet down from rooftop level, so I don't know how much higher up in the air Vinshenzo might have been traveling, but it's 60 feet from roof to floor.
Oh, that would have been my max flight then, non-dash. So yeah, I would have landed. And I am going to cast Firebolt on that Rakdos right there.
Oh, okay, you're just going straight into it.
Yes.
I love it.
14 to hit.
14 to hit, which one? Okay, you're not going after the imps. Good. Good to know. 14 will hit.
There's a Legionnaire here? Traitor!
No, he's not there. He was mixed in with all the other 700 fucking pile of Legionnaires that I was trying to get out of there.
You said that's a hit?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I'm just, I gotta get to my Rakdos, guys. I wasn't actually expecting you to dive into the Hornet's Nest, but I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I mean,
It's fine.
15,
it's Vaszerei.
15 fire. I'm using an Eldritch Knight feature, by the way.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you definitely hit with a 14. 15 fire damage on that one. Gotcha. He's not dead.
He's not dead. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
And
It's okay.
as a bonus action, I'm going to do a main hand attack against this Magman here.
Okie dokie. Those ones I'm ready for.
So many distractions. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Uh, 8 damage. One of that damage is cold.
Understand. Okay. That has been
Logged and acknowledged.
logged and acknowledged, yeah. I am so happy that I have all this shit written down in my notes. Okay, is that your turn, Vaszerei?
Aside from just simply taunting them, saying that I will cleanse this place of their filth, that's pretty much it.
Yes. Classic. Classic taunting the
Taunting the heretics, yeah.
and their demon companions. That's definitely the way you should be doing this. Deadly. That makes it Vinshenzo's turn. We're just gonna roll it down like that. They are all surprised. I'll roll their initiative after this. To this thing.
Where am I in relation to Vaszerei?
Up in the northwest corner.
Roger that. I don't know where my pieces went. Oh, here. Yeah. I've entered the battle. Northwest, you said, or northeast?
Northwest.
Okay. So I'm like approximately here.
You'd be a little bit farther out depending on how close or far you wanted to orbit, but this is like over top of the opening. If that makes sense.
Okay. How much movement would I have to expend to be within 60 feet of Vaszerei Pinefall?
I'll put you on this, so however much would get you directly over top of her. She is 60 feet down below the roof, so where you are in the air. If you're hovering at rooftop level, she's 60 feet below the roof.
Okay. I will hover above her. If I had access to the gizmo, I would do it to lock me in the air, but I'll be here for now. Oh, and Carlos is here too, wherever his guy is.
He's
I'm
on the
around.
back of your horse, isn't he?
I'm going to fly over Vaszerei and give her bardic inspiration.
Understood.
And what is a magman?
A magman is a little chaotic elemental, like little demon thing. They're basically like little fire demons.
Are they sturdy little guys?
They're not sturdy little guys, but they're vicious little bastards. They're kind of like imps. They're the elemental fire version of imps. Nasty little minions.
Okay. With that description, I'm tempted to cast sleep. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. I will cast sleep on these guys, affecting a 20-foot radius. I get to roll
Got it.
5d8.
This is gonna be fun.
Knock him out.
Oh yeah. Oh, that wasn't very good. 18 total HP subtracted from the first lowest one.
Which would be the one that got the
18 total, so this one is asleep. So this one is also asleep.
Ooh.
And this one is still awake.
Ooh. And I'll pick up my dice. Yeah. And I will say to Vaszerei from above, shout down. Kitty, watch it. What are these guys? They look kind of scary, and these guys too.
They are Rakdos cultists flanked by some little imps. The Rakdos cultists are not like these ones. You have encountered these folks before. They are they're like the circus actors.
Okay, so they're not like strong, but they're tricksy.
Yeah, they were the ones that were charging, if you recall, the first street battle that you had on Mass. They were like the hordes of guys that you had attacked from the rear, and they were coming up and trying to beat the shit out of your like line of troopers. These guys are fire eaters, so they are standing around. They look pretty chaosy, I guess.
Who?
They're evil, nasty.
Where?
The two that you were pointing at, these two.
Okay.
They're known as fire eaters. They have bladed chains and they can spew flames. You've seen this happen in sessions past. So Vinshenzo has seen it, I should say.
There is greater danger ahead, Vaszerei. Miss Pinefall, Lady Pinefall, stay vigilant
Be in not a moment, my lord.
as Rabbit silently looms in the air. Are there any luftity tuft trees around?
Luftity. What? What is that?
Never mind.
Yeah, that went over my head.
I end my turn.
You end your turn. That makes it Carlos's turn. Is he gonna snipe that fucker?
Remember?
Yeah.
Lufty tuft trees?
What's that from?
So I'm going to bonus action steady aim and then fire at him. Probably unnecessary, but never hurts to be sure. So that is, I think, 22 to hit. Let me verify. Yes, 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
I'm assuming I probably don't need to roll damage on him.
Can you do better than 2 HP?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure.
You peg him in the back of the head as he's
Hell
running.
Oh, that's not even the name of it. Never mind.
Wow.
That was the
Obscure
only
reference. Doesn't even get the reference right.
cultist that survived.
Yeah.
And I end my
But
turn.
now Vaszerei's down in the thick of it.
Yeah, well,
Can't be helped.
can't be helped. It's Vaszerei.
Push them into water, the sleepy guys, because they're fire guys.
You douse
It's
them.
true. But then you'd have to touch him.
I will not touch the Rakdos cult. Not like that.
It's not Rakdos, it's a Magman.
It's evil. Look at him.
It's actually chaotic neutral, but you don't know that.
Whoa.
I don't know that.
Actually,
Metagaming.
given the nature of their existence, you guys probably would have seen those on Salamander Island.
Huh.
Because the salamanders are from the literally from the elemental plane of fire, not like originating, like they came to this world from the plane of fire.
I remember.
Neat.
So they probably would have had him. There you go. There's a Magman. That's what he looks like in the chat. Scary little guys. Any Hoosers. Okay, Carlos. I'm just gonna roll some initiatives right here real quick. We're just gonna roll for the imps.
Roll right into it.
I'm gonna roll right into a nat 1. Hell yeah. Carlos
Great
ain't last
start.
on the list anymore.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I'll do the Rakdos performers all at once. Oh my. 10. Roll off with me, baby.
Oh, me? Okay.
Wait, hang on. Let me just double check that. I'm not looking at the right thing.
No.
+3. Never mind, that's a 14. Oh, it's a 14. Sorry, 13. So let's roll off with Vinshenzo.
What did
Still
I
a
do?
roll off. Roll off.
Roll for initiative. Competed.
Roll high.
Beat a 13.
I got 9.
Okay, they go before you.
I'm rolling bad on initiative
It is what it is.
today. Hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna do this, saves me some time. Okay. Top of the turn order, Paelias. He's already getting his artillery barrage ready.
Charging his laser.
Well, artillery barrage ready. I'm just gonna area deny, and I'm gonna move the zone. And I'm gonna step back. That's my turn.
Oh man.
Understood. So you're prepped for area denial, but you haven't casted anything.
I didn't cast anything. I just used my bonus action to move the area, so they have to get out of that zone or take damage.
Roger that. That makes it Vari's turn.
I believe in the Vari
What's near
supremacy.
us
Let's go.
is 2 Rakdos here.
They are 60 feet below you.
Can I jump down?
You absolutely could. It's straight down. It doesn't look like it's straight down, but I'm treating it as a straight down.
I don't even think you'd take damage. Let me see. Let's
I mean,
see.
you can Naruto run down the side of the wall, so it's
Also,
not like...
that's true. Or she could shadow step down there, then have advantage on her first melee attack.
All these things are true.
Is it dim light though?
Oh, is it dim light down there?
Well,
When
is
you
it
are in
lit
dim
up by
light or
anything?
darkness?
Is he considering?
It's not dim light. It's well lit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in that case, 5 times your monk level. What was that again? 14? 14 times 5, what is that?
14 times 5, that's 70. 70.
Perfect. So you'd negate that much falling damage, which I'm not even sure how far I'd need to fall for that.
You get 1d6 for every 10 feet that you fall. Is that correct, Chill?
Yes.
It's 1d6 for every 10 feet. Yeah.
So it'd be
starting at 10 feet.
6d6, and there's no way you can get more than 70 damage from 6d6s.
Yeah, so you could just use your action and land and be like, guess what, bitches?
So you could literally fall from terminal, and on average, you would be fine. As fall damage caps at 20d6, which averages out to just shy of 7.
Damn. Well, we're not going to bother rolling because that's the way it is. So you want to just step off the ledge and just become the floor? You kill him? Get her done.
Yeah, I guess I'll just jump down them.
Can she land on one of them?
Oh, we want?
I don't know. Would it do anything?
What?
Yeah.
What would it do?
I mean, I said I wanted to land on one, like
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there you go.
jump down on them.
Hell yeah, do it.
You were stealthed. They don't know you're there. He's not going to roll a dodge or nothing like that. Roll me 6d6. Not for you, for him. Because you land with the force of a falling object that's come from 60 feet. So I'm going
These ones.
Yep.
Let me gather them up here.
I love this. Not bad. I
It's
guess.
18.
Statistically average.
18, huh? Just check my notes here. He's a fire eater. Oh, you don't kill him, but you flatten him. He's prone.
That
have
means
the
you get
option to kill him,
advantage.
though. Yeah.
I'm gonna set these
What?
there.
So you land on this one here.
Yes.
Boop.
Wish.
Then I suppose roll your first attack.
Alright.
Get her done.
At advantage.
Oh,
Yes.
let me
He's
get.
prone.
Let me get this.
And also, you're like attacking from stealth. So
Oh yeah, I forgot. I just came out of the darkness. Flattened
Like
the
Batman.
guy.
Batman move. 15.
Hit.
15 beats his AC. Yeah, you're good. Roll your damage.
Cool.
Okay.
8 damage? No. 7 damage?
Seven damage.
How do you kill this man?
He just dies from his internal injuries from me falling.
Vari like fucking
Yeah.
lands on him, crashes down so he's flat on his front, and then just like stomps on his head.
Or just getting
Punches
up
his
from
fucking
her
face
fall
in
and
the-
accidentally crashes his head.
Just
Curb stop the motherfucker, not even on purpose.
It's like crunch, oops.
Okay.
Shakes off the head goop.
in something.
Do you have an extra attack or anything? Because if you were to
She
step
does.
this way, then you wouldn't have to worry about moving and you could fuck that guy up right away.
Okay.
Bonk.
Does she get advantage on this guy?
No, he's still standing
Yeah,
up. He didn't land on him.
He
Yeah,
knows
but-
I'm there, I
You
think.
can only instigate advantage when you land your fucking giant
Okay,
ass
okay,
on
okay,
top of his
okay.
face.
I think he
Look,
saw
he's
me.
not an unseen attacker after this.
Can we roll for intimidation?
Would you like to? Because that's fair.
Yes, but also 19 to attack.
19 hits.
Okay, roll for intimidation, Vari.
Alright.
It's flat, so whatever it is what it is.
12.
12.
12 does not hit.
No, that's just intimidation.
Oh, intimidation. Okay, sorry.
The
12
19 was the hit.
is- Oh.
Moderately
Da-da-da-da.
frightened.
No, he is not intimidated. He is oddly turned on and aroused. And you see like a
I'm
sinister look in his eyes, and
Yeah,
he like
Vari's
licks his
intimidated.
sharpened teeth.
Alright, anyway, roll your damage for that attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
let
see
me
if you
put
can
this
kill him
away.
before he does anything funny.
Oh my god.
Oh. Put those pants back on.
That's
It's my
9?
secret. I'm
9,
never
yeah.
wearing pants.
Oh.
We have to purge this entire bathhouse.
9 damage.
9 damage, Roger. He's still up.
Can I still do flurry of blows?
Yep, because you only used your action, you didn't use your bonus action.
She literally like took one step off of the roof and then just pancaked the guy.
Gonna try to hit him 2 more times. Let me roll them both.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Ah, it froze again. There we go.
Okay. So that's a 26 and a 17.
Those both hit.
Hell yeah. All that damage.
Let me get the freaking dice out of here. Oh, that was lame throw.
So that is another 4, 8, 12 damage.
Whoa.
12. He's
12
still alive, but barely.
Okay.
He's real scratched up.
I think
I
that's
think that's all I can do. So.
He's on his
You've
last legs.
Yeah. You've used a lot of your things. We'll see if he survives to your next round.
I hope not.
If that's the end of your turn, that makes it Vaszerei's turn, which Vaszerei is now encountering sleeping Magmans. and one very awake one.
This one's the one that's awake?
Yeah, and these two are asleep. They are not dead.
I'm going to
You're just
ignore the
sleeping.
sleeping ones for the moment.
Wow, Vaszerei being oddly merciful today.
Wow, that's right. It's not like you could insta-kill them immediately.
It's not like she hasn't done that before.
He is going to attempt 2 strikes on this one.
Oh, roger that.
Those are both fucking hits. Okay. Well above 19 and 19. Hell yeah.
Well above 19. Oh, man, let me just double check that. Oof. No, you're good.
The first strike by itself was frickin' 14 damage.
You kill it in one strike.
Wonder
Hey,
if
you
I
have 2
can-
attacks left.
What a...
Right next to you.
Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna execute this one with the remaining from the other side.
There we go. That's the Vaszerei we know and love.
That one is 11 damage for that one. That one was already struck, so that one's probably dead now.
He's on 1 HP, so if you hit that one... What did you say it was? The hit roll of 11?
Damage of 11.
11 damage.
Damage of 11, he's dead. What's this one?
I'm getting ready to make the last attack now.
You're getting ready? Only?
SMH.
Jesus, oh, that's the third 19, plus.
Also,
that I've
you would
rolled.
have advantage because it's sleeping. It's on the ground.
Sleeping. Hush, hush.
Crit. No, but that's okay.
Right now, do you kill it? Damn.
8 damage.
8 damage does not kill the beast.
That's fine.
Does that
Still
wake it
sleeping.
up?
Hush, hush. Probably would. Does it have to roll a save or does it just automatically wake up Vinshenzo?
It wakes up when it's damaged.
It's awake, but it's prone.
Okay. And then for our bonus action, she is going to snap her fingers, it's her sword hand, as suddenly she begins to have icy breath.
Oh.
Exciting.
And I end my turn, as her breath is now extremely cold.
Wow.
Well, you manifest, but you don't spew. Oh, you're casting it. Okay, cast away.
It's in concentrate, and I'm holding on to it for right now.
Oh.
That is the end of my turn.
You ate a really, really concentrated breath mint.
Yes.
Understood, Reno. So that makes it the Fire Eaters. Oh ho, ha ha, hoo hoo. So this guy right here, cackling wildly with a glint in his eyes that could only be described as pure madness, is going to spew flames at Vari. She needs to make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw. I know, tough stuff. Or she'll take 2d8 fire damage.
Would evasion cover this?
It's a 15-foot cone. He's just blasting this whole area.
Evasion does apply though.
When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It would count, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finish the sentence because I don't know evasion off by heart.
She can
Fire.
take 0 damage on a successful
Yeah.
save and half damage on a fail.
Yeah,
Good,
evasion just
awesome.
cuts everything in half, and
That's good.
Yeah.
Roll that.
It
Okay.
definitely does.
So dexterity, where dice? What do I add to it? 11.
Yeah, pretty good, I'd say. It's
So you gotta roll a 1 or you fail, basically. If you
just need
fail,
a
you take
paladin
7
with
damage.
+5 charisma in the party. to get
25.
Even crazier save.
She's totally fine. Okay, he tries to spew flames at you, but you do like a Super Spider-Man double jump at extra cartwheel super cut cross combo, and you evade it all. I don't know if any of those are actual like terms, but I did it anyways. And then he's going to try and attack you twice with his bladed chain that he has in his hands. He's going to do +5 to hit. What's your AC for me, please?
17.
17. All right, let's see what he can do. Here we go. A 19 plus 5 is enough, and a 14 plus 5 is 19. So he's got 2 hits landed on you. Wow, this Fire Eater is not going out easy.
Rude.
You pancaked his friend. He's gonna get his just desserts.
He liked
face
that though.
He did.
He liked it a little too much.
He liked it so much that he's landing hits. I'm gonna chalk it up to I'm unsettled by this man, and therefore he got hit. So that's 2d6 plus 6. So 5 plus 6 is 11 damage to you, mademoiselle.
Oh no, how will I
Oh, no.
survive?
And that's him. These 2 guys here, they're gonna bounce their way on over to Vaszerei. They're going to and you are going to be spewed flames at, madam. Which means you have to make 2 DC 13 dexterity saving throws.
I will do that.
If you take damage, you need to take concentration saving throws.
I do. Here's the dex save for the first. Do, 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 do. 15 for the first.
15, good. So you take 5
and
on that
18
one.
for the other.
18. So that's 2 successes. So that's 5 plus another 5. So you take a total of 10 fire damage from your 2 successful saves.
Okay, so it's 2 separate instances of 5?
Whoa.
They're both spewing flames at her, so that's like 2 reflex
but,
saves, but it's 2 separate
yeah.
instances of 5 damage.
Yeah, then it's 2 DC 10 save. Concentration.
Easy.
With advantage.
Easy. Yeah, with advantage. So.
Forecast.
Easy.
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 Like that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like that.
And I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Easy.
She maintains her icy breath.
Easy.
Easy. So fucking easy.
Easy. Okay, and they're gonna close in to strike.
Oh
You're gonna
shit!
Suffer 4 attacks plus 5. What's your AC?
Whoa.
Before we
A lot.
go to that, what was the total damage from the last shit too?
Whoa.
It was 10 damage.
Total of 10 damage.
Very cool. Just wanted to make sure. My AC is currently 23.
23. So they need 18 or higher. Here we go.
And then she reaction fucking shields, and now it's a 28 AC.
I'm not.
They miss 4 times. You expertly dance in between the strikes of their bladed chains as they whirl them at you, and you're just like Neo in the Matrix. You're like, and you
Or just
sidestep
simply
every
blocking
single one
on
of them.
occasion too. Like this is
That too.
it's not much
Any-
trouble.
Anything that you wish. These 2 are gonna bugger off because they're smart and they know that they can't be there.
They're buggered.
They are buggered. These 2 are gonna go. They're gonna disappear. Where do they go? We don't know.
Oh, they know.
So these guys are gonna disappear as well because they're smart. Where do they go? We don't know. That was my clone. He doesn't matter. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, the water's not difficult to
It's 5 feet deep. I don't think that counts as difficult terrain. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Because I don't actually 100% know with water and difficult terrain.
I don't know.
I mean,
That would
It's
slow me
most
down.
the height of a human.
Right?
Slow down a regular
Yeah,
person.
that's a good point. That's a very good point. So it would. So they were here. So there's 5,
Just
10,
saying.
20, 30. So they get there.
If you don't have a
They're full
swimming
movement.
speed, it is effectively
They
difficult terrain.
definitely do not have a swimming speed. So they bounced into the water, and that's their turn, which makes it Vinshenzo's turn.
That would slow me down.
I'd slow you down any day.
probably anything over like 6 inches would probably slow someone down, honestly.
Yeah, 6 inches is a lot.
Yeah, if you take 2 inches off, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on this guy. He has to make a wisdom save. This guy.
Wisdom save. Oh yeah, I'm sure
Getting
Rakdos
mocked
cultists are incredibly wise. Oh look, -1. Here we go. What's the difficulty?
Here we go.
18, I think.
Watch him nat 20. Oh, 14. It almost stopped at a 19, so he gets 13.
Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. He takes 8 I believe psychic damage. Yeah, 8 psychic damage, and his next attack is at disadvantage. That guy. And let's see. Just a second. No. God, this is so fucked up. I'm sorry. Oh, I do get Bardic Inspiration back after a short rest. Oopsie. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action. Actually, do I want to... I guess if I can recover it on... I'm going to expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to enable the ability Mantle of Inspiration, which basically says in so many words, oh wait, I fly over Vaszerei, exactly 60 feet above her. And Mantle of Inspiration allows me to give a number of inspiration equal to my charisma modifier, 5 temporary hit points. And when a creature receives these hit points, it can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
I can go ahead and move.
You can move.
Oh my!
How is it half my speed?
Up to your speed.
To my speed.
Your full speed.
I going to dance around them again. So, beat of my wings, do a loop around them as quickly as I can to maneuver behind them.
Are you sure
That's
you
where I'm gonna
want to do that?
Yeah.
You're just moving closer to the other imps.
Yes.
Vinshenzo shakes his head disapprovingly.
Why did I inspire you?
And Carlos can move too if he wishes.
I'm on your horse. Of course.
Don't you have fly?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
He has the cloak, he just has to activate
He
it,
has
though.
it later.
I have the rogue's mantle on right now. I don't have the other one on.
He has it later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I end my turn there. Thank you.
Carlos!
Hello.
You
It's
have
your turn.
5 temporary HP, by the way. Vaszerei and Carlos and Rabbit.
Hell yeah. How long does it last for? Indefinitely?
No. Ugh. Oh, actually, I'm glad I looked into this. We're level 15. You have 14 temporary hit points. Holy moly. Okay.
Instead of 5?
Instead of 5.
Holy fucking shit, okay.
Hell yeah. I didn't realize
Some
that
good shit.
scaled with level. Okay. It doesn't say when it ends.
Then it doesn't.
Then it doesn't.
Yeah, no, temporary hit points generally last until something beats it away, or you get a new source of temporary hit points.
Hell yeah. Okay. Sounds
Cool.
good to me.
So which guy within 80 feet looks the most dangerous right now?
You do.
I mean, other than
Not
us.
this guy.
Not this guy. Just this guy would
That
be
guy?
the most dangerous. Yeah, within 80 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna use my bonus action steady aim and then shoot that guy.
Vicious Mockery has him on his butt laughing, right?
No. His next attack is at disadvantage, and he took like 8. I don't remember, but he took a certain amount of psychic damage.
I remember the damage. I just don't remember if he was prone or if he was just at disadvantage.
He's just.
I know you have the other one that's. Oh, it's Tasha's hideous laughter that gets him.
Yeah.
Peeing in his pants laughing.
Just 28 hit.
It's P.
28 hits.
Okay, let's see here. The bees.
Yeah.
He takes 41 damage.
41.
Yeah.
Top of the head, out the bottom. Your fucking crossbow bolt quivers into the paving stones after going through his brain matter and out of his mouth.
Outstanding. What's even better is that it's magic magic ammunition. So I'm assuming it looks like a star shot. That would make sense, right? Star shot crossbow.
I would assume because it's magical and because it doesn't really matter sort of like what happens to it afterwards, that it hits like the paving stones and like sort of explodes into like a couple of like phantasmal sparkles too.
Yeah.
After
Sounds good to me.
detonating his face.
There you go, Vaszerei. Then I end my turn.
Vaszerei seems confused for a moment.
Does she look up?
She does look up for a moment, just kind of like, what the hell?
Carlos waves. You've got air support.
Okay, if that's your turn, that means all of the imps and the magmins are now running around. They get a total of 30 plus the Oh, there they are. Imps! They can fly 40 feet. They take off into the air and they go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 feet. They're flying up. Paelias, you're still stealthed, I'm assuming, because you haven't moved and you haven't really done anything. So I'm proceeding off of the fact that nobody knows where you are. However, that magical dude in the sky with his kobold sniper friend is very much visible, and they seem to be beelining right for you. Oh. Let me just move that. There. So they're up 60 feet-ish. They've like risen up to the height that you're at while moving 80 feet, and that's their go. No other impies. These 3 impies. They're gonna fly up and they're going to come and they're going to attack Vinshenzo and Carlos.
Ah!
The imps!
Everywhere.
Oh no, they can't do that because they have to. Yep, 40 feet, and there ain't a whole heck of a lot more than they can do that because they
could dash.
No, I know. Sorry, I know exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna fly up. They're gonna come onto the roof, and they're all going to turn invisible.
They're outside the map.
Yeah.
Shit, these guys are
Well,
pros.
they are all outside the map, but I'm gonna put them like this because they, unlike these losers who disappeared off, these ones are like you saw them go onto the rooftop, and they just sort of like meld into the darkness or the dimness of the rooftop.
Shit.
And that is their turn, which brings us back to Paelias. Round 2, motherfuckers.
Oh, Vari's got that. They got that. Wanted to do a funny, but I think it's might just be smarter to fireball here.
Hell yeah.
Break it. I'll just throw a non-upcasted fireball, lightning edition.
Whoa.
DC 20 deck save on the flying imps.
DC 20 dex save on flying imps. Are they happy with dex? Oh, they do love dex. And they have no super saves. 1, 2, 3. Okay, DC 20. Huh. Oh, there's a 20. So that's a 15, a 13, and a 23 for the saves. But with 13 damage being the fail, and I assume... Let me just double check. Non-magical, so there's nothing. So all 3 of them just, like, get sparked out of the sky and go splashing down into the water. Fried little crispy chicken nuggets. And they die.
Damn.
Are you going to remain up there in the same position? In which case, I'd like to get you to roll stealth again, because lightning is a very obvious thing.
Sure.
Unless you're trying not to hide.
That's a unnatural 20.
Wow. Good luck, everyone. Okay, I'll erase your 28, and I'll give you a 20 instead.
I had a 25. It was Vari that was 28.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Or would you like to do more? Yes? Okay. Then speaking of Vari, it's Vari's turn.
All right. Kick his ass, Vari.
Okay, I'm gonna slap this little creep. Oh, laggy dice again.
Hell yeah.
First
Hell yeah.
hit.
22.
Yeah. I can't do math in my head. Second hit. Ah! Where did it go? Oh, that's a shitty roll.
It's a 12. Hello.
Hello.
12 hits. 12. No, sorry. 12 does not hit. 12 misses.
What
Whoa.
did that? 22.
Sorry.
Damn.
I'm flipping through all of my books. 22 definitely hits.
Roll that damage. Finish him. Hell yeah. 11.
Can you do at least 1 HP of damage if you hit?
11.
11 damage. Yeah, that kills him. How do you kill this man?
Fucking explode.
How do you kill this madman?
He's at half mast. Careful.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't kill him anywhere near the pants region. That might be his satisfaction.
Oh my
What the
god,
heck,
nice.
man?
Before the end.
He gets gibbed like one of those Warhammer cultists.
Oh my god.
The worst thing about a Slaneshi demon is she's usually bigger than you are.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Just gonna.
I hate this game.
How do you kill him?
I'm just gonna slash his throat like that other one.
Perfect. Done easy.
Signature move.
He died and dead. You have a whole lot of other opportunities with your turn to do other things. What would you like to do? Or would you like to just finish your turn like that?
I guess I can move to where everyone else is. How much movement do I have? I'll go here and stop. That's my turn.
Gotcha! That makes it Vaszerei's turn. Vaszerei, the almost half-cooked.
Hell yeah.
She is going to take a step to the side really quick. And is going to breathe ice.
One hop this time.
Yeah, one hop this time on the Maenendon and this performer.
I like it.
The Maenendon has disadvantage due to Eldritch Strike. When
Okay.
it comes to their save. They both must beat a 14.
You said it was con? No, you said it was...
This one is a dex save.
This one is a dex save.
This is going to be 3d6.
Da-da-da-da! Okay, Rakdos beating on a 14 for a dex save. He might actually be okay with this. Though he's not. He gets the full brunt of it. And the Magman has disadvantage. Oh, I'll get my other one here. Alright, let's see what happens. We get to add 2 to the lowest one. Does he take damage on a failed... It doesn't matter, he takes damage on a failed one, so... 9 is his total, but given that he's 1 hit point...
Wow.
9 cold on a fail, okay. And you kill him too, actually. You freeze them both solid.
Witness Bahamut's wrath.
The extinguishing of the Magman's flame that it requires to live kills it instantly, whereas the man, he freezes solid and he tips over and he shatters into pieces.
He breathes the cold like a dragonborn.
You are Godkin in compact form.
Yes.
Wow.
She takes a moment to see if she can spot the imps, however, She probably doesn't see them.
They are invisible to your eyes. Not that you know. They've melted into the shadows. Is it your town?
In that case, she sees the two people on the other side of the pond, don't they?
Does she?
Good question. Are they yelling and rushing this way? They're making probably
They're
a whole bunch of
physically
slooshing
obstructed
noises.
from your view.
Can I hear them because they're running in water?
Perception me. Just
Perception.
because they're
got it.
physically obstructed. And I know what your passive perception is.
11.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You know you know that somebody was splashing over that way.
Okay.
Flash, they're all in a bath.
In that case, she is going to take to the air.
To the skies.
Well, yeah, to the skies just a moment. Probably right here is fine.
Well, as soon as you take to the skies, you're able to see them because they got like a 10-foot barrier here. Well, it's a 5 and a 5, but yeah.
They can see her flying in their direction.
You can see them in the water, and they can see you flying.
Hell yeah.
And they are going to... Two of them are... Sorry, is that your turn?
Since I don't have anything for bonus action right now, yeah, that's probably gonna be it.
Okay, two of them are going to jump up here. They're going to jump up here. They're going to see that everybody is friggin' dead. And then they're going to jump down here. And they're going to jump down here. And that's their movement.
Running the fuck away.
Yeah, well, they couldn't see anything, so gotta play the meme out. I know what's happening, but they don't. And they're
not
bolting through the
telling.
door, but they're not. They don't get to know what I know. Vinshenzo, it's your turn. 2156. I think we can finish the combat order.
Hell yeah. Seeing the imps go invisible, Vinshenzo is going to cast for free from Drow magic.
Oh.
Fairy fire in a 10-foot radius at the middle one's last known position.
Okay. That is approximately the last known position, so...
Wherever Vinshenzo saw them last, and I'll move closer if needed to...
Here is where you saw them last.
Okay, it's a 60-foot range, so I think I can
Deadly.
do it.
5, 10, 15, 20... Yeah, you got it.
If there's anyone in that range, they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
On
18, I think.
Okay. And if they fail, does nothing happen? Or if they fail, do they get like a...
If they fail, they're outlined in light. Purple light.
+3, so that's a 19, a 15, and a 17.
15 and 17 fail.
Deadly. I'm gonna highlight them white. No, it's violet, eh? Is usually what you pick?
Yes.
Okay. They are outlined in that. The other one is invisible, so we're just gonna pretend he's not there. But those two, their silhouettes are outlined with fairy fire.
And any attacks against those particular guys have advantage.
Understood. That makes it Carlos's turn if you're finished. But if you have more to do, please go on.
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Understood. Roger that. as they say. That would make it Carlos' turn.
Carlos, look what I've done. I've revealed them to you.
Oh. Carlos
Target
is gonna
practice.
take this opportunity, and since these have fairy fire, their advantage, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. He's gonna shoot this one.
Hell yeah, dude.
Uh, 29.
29 hits. Give him the old smackaroo.
Gonna shoot a laser bolt at them. Alright, so that is 31 damage.
I'm so happy you kept the block mongler dice.
I have to.
That's just on one of them, eh?
No, it's on many.
No, I don't mean the block mongler, sorry, I meant the attack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this one just, like, you see it, well, you hit the silhouette, and it goes sprawling as you catch it right in, like, somewhere vital, and it rematerializes at it as it goes sprawling across the roof and tumbles down the tiles.
Hell yeah. I end my turn.
You end your turn. Okay. Let me just do a... Oh, okay. So these guys knowing that it's their turn. These guys knowing that they've been had, they take off in flight. You can see Mr. Imp on the rear, but Mr. Imp invisible thinks that he's still invisible, and they go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They fly out this way. They're coming for you,
Oh,
supposedly. And a ghost block them. And that's the bottom of the turn order. As we reach the bottom of the turn order, you hear the sound of clamor and trumpeting as somebody sets off an alarm.
whoa.
From outside the bath. If you recall, 4 performers managed to escape through one of the doors.
Oh no.
It sounds as though they've raised the alarm that shenanigans are afoot. And with that, we end the session.
Bum 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 bum.
It's a good thing that the magic caster got his 4-hour nap in.
Hell yeah. I'm so happy for him.
Just a quick 4-hour nap.
This bathhouse must be purged, says Vaszerei, the one who got everybody stuck into this combat. I really hope
What?
that it's not as... Well, the original objective was just disrupt the ritual. The ritual was disrupted, and then she went in and started purging.
Yeah, but the only way to disrupt the ritual is to get rid of the people doing it.
Yeah, these 14 that are here, 13 of them died. Carlos whacked one of them in the face. The other guys were just secured.
There was no other
Look at it
way.
like this.
There was
the
no
main
other way.
objective is
You
done.
guys are totally good. Yeah, this is now the side quest.
This is now the bonus objective.
The bonus round. She's got a big smile on her face as she's just slaughtering
does.
everything.
She does have a big smile on her face right now, killing.
I'm
Raccoons.
doing God's
Bonus
work.
round, 5 points per kill. He's going for the high score.
Gotta stop as many of these evil bastards as I can.
Okay, room is saved. That's pretty good. I wonder if this will be the ultimate Rakdos confrontation, or if it will just be another side hustle. Okay, fellas and fellaettes. This has been the session. Well done. Good job. Totally not going to lean into more things in the future. We're getting more and more combat heavy, which is probably a lot more fun.
Remember that?
Good luck, everybody else. It's true. Okay, that's saved. Back to main menu. Anyways, yeah, so that's all I got. I hope you guys had fun. I'm expecting more enjoyable fun next session. And you saved the army, so they're probably really happy with that.
Gormy.
The 800 dudes who are now able to sit in a communist hippie retreat.
Ibri or whatever the fuck the Boris leader is should be happy with us now.
Yeah,
800 men, we say.
Ibri the Sacred Avenging Blade, or whatever the fuck her name is. Strybor. Who was Strybor?
Vampire.
The vampire.
Vampire asshole
The main
on Nicaea.
bad guy.
I went
Remember
way
him?
too far back in my notes. Oh, that's why I have notes.
Remember
Islands
him?
on Striber. I'm really glad that he died at the end of the chapter. It would have been really fun to leave him be. Total spoilers, but I decided not to continue with it. But when we were doing chapter 2, I had this idea that like survivors of like the axis of evil were gonna be in and around the same island, and you guys would have found them and be like, ah shit, job's not done. But then I decided not to do that because Cthulhu didn't come back. She was gonna be the big plot hook for that. I was like, ah, fuck it.
Damn it, Cthulhu.
What
Damn it,
the
Cthulhu.
heck?
Cthulhu.
She's the sword of retribution. That's what
Okay.
she is. That would have been interesting fun.